This is okay. Notifications, notes that about the movie. Excuse my throat a little bit. Oh, my back, my back. You know, people with different, like mental illness also have other illnesses like back problems, neck aches, and then doctors in emergency rooms try to assume that probably, everything's is psychological, not physical. But they really should look into the physical. Because there could be something physically wrong. It would be negligent not to do so. Um, it's interesting how that's going to fit in the movie. I mean, and you have, people that just assume different things because they've seen you before, but they don't know your life. So that would be interesting about the movie. You know, it wasn't that long ago where shock treatment with no medication was the hip thing to do for psychiatry. But voting rights, voting rights. Yeah, voting rights is a very easy thing to say. Oh, my neck is killing me. Um, I must have slept on it wrong or something. I think that we must realize that this movie can be complicated to get developed because you have people that are really striving to get better and having a hard time. And I think that the hard time comes from the lack of help. You know, people get tired and frustrated. And they wonder if they're the problem. I don't know. Are you really trying to help? Are you really frustrated? And if you are, do you have your own issues? And if you do, are you taking care of your own issues? I'm not talking about the ones that want to take care of someone that's severely, handicapped. I mean, I gotta cut the grass, I gotta sweep the floor, I gotta wash the dishes, then I walk out the door, said I gotta wash the dishes, I gotta wash the floor, and everything I know, it don't mess up anymore. Yeah, attitude. An attitude of gratitude. And then, like, some people feel guilty because they just don't, they can't do it. More money, money. They don't have enough to take care of their own needs besides the one that they love. And there's sacrifices that someone has to make. I mean, does the mother make it at the birth if they knew, like, he's getting in a crazy situation? He never gonna come out right. Someone gonna have to take care of him, maybe, I mean, them are, I think, are tough decisions for a mother to make, but I think it's too tough for a mother to make, and that's why it'd probably be better if she didn't take that avenue. Because you could say a lot of things. You could say, well, he had Down syndrome, for sure, we know that. Or we could say, well, it's going to be a rough life. It's going to be like, I'm living in the ghettos. In the ghetto. People put me down because that's the part of town I was born in. And they would just don't want to put their kids through that burden. And the other, it could be somebody else's. Well, I'd like to just make some money for my kid. Hmm. I mean, We have a right to bear children. If we have the right to bear arms, we have the right to bear children, I guess. That makes sense. But I don't know how they fit. I guess they're both bearing. They're both two types of bearing. Life and life ever after. um, there's probably a lot of people wanting abortion. You know, it seems that way because a lot of people get aborted. A lot of babies get aborted every day. So I was thinking, I don't know how that fit in the movie, but it's interesting. I mean, they're kind of like taking a knee, you know, like they do in football. Yeah. I mean, I guess it was a planned birth or non-planned birth or something that got in the way. It was that accident. It was just an accident. You're just an accident, and we had to finish off our accident. All right, you were planned, but everything, all the plans went south. And then someone's gonna kill the baby if I was to kill it first. I don't know. Just trying to figure it out. We don't want the baby to kill itself because then we'll feel bad. Wait a minute. You grow up, you have some happy memories, obviously some sad memories because you killed yourself if you were a kid that wasn't aborted. And you had a couple of good memories. A lot of, you know, a lot of bad memories. And finally, bam, because you're a strong kid. If there's a God or is there a God, I do not know. What? We come up with we do not know. And we think about things that nobody wears. And we walk with people that nobody cares. And we do things that nobody does. And they all make fun of me in the end. There's nothing funny about abortion, man. Abortion? Let me see. I was probably going to be aborted when I was a kid, but Pope said no or something. well, well, my parents said no, I guess. Well, Dr. Ketchum was my doctor. He was, you know, illegal abortion doctor situation plus. And if he had the right tools and instruments, he could have done it and you wouldn't get to hear me right now. So, it's one in a million. And all the other ones come out just the way they should have not have, and that's why we had to eliminate them because they should have not have came out the way they should have not have, and should have not have would have shot and would have not have shoot. I wonder who put the eyes out, who put the hair, and then I came to one conclusion. Now this might be a little psychotic. I thought, well, maybe. Just maybe these women are forced to have an abortion because I thought of different angles. And that was one of the angles that I came up with. It's like, you know what I mean? it might not seem like they want. And like, I really wanted to know. So they were like standing around, arm in arm, all around an abortion clinic, you know? And like they're gonna break through these arms because it's so needed to be done. I don't know what all the other people were thinking, holding on to hand. I'm just thinking what I was thinking. I was thinking, my gosh, so does she want to do that seriously, or are those people forcing her? I'm just trying to understand the situation. She's saying no, no, and they're saying yeah, yeah, and you're like, you don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, yeah, no, no. Now I know that's a big thing that you think is going to change in court. I don't know if it's going to change in court or not. I know, like, uh, it, if it's not, if they think it's not a, what do they call it? I mean, they might consider that, that it's a constitutional right to eliminate life. But it doesn't mean that abortion is wrong or right. Just saying, I don't know if we have a constitutional right. That's just a fact that I think. No. Do I think it's right or wrong? I haven't made a total conclusion yet, but I'm leaning towards it's a bad decision. I wouldn't say it's an evil um, or like that decision, evil or good kind of thing. I think it's more like a bad decision, and it's a smart decision to keep your kid. That's what I think. That's where I'm at. But I do think it'd be brought down to the states if it ever anything happened out of the federal court. It'd be broken down to the state, and then people are worried about the poor that couldn't get the baby aborted. And come on, I mean, is eliminating a life force, whatever you want to call it. I mean, it has a heartbeat at some part in the pregnancy. Yeah, you could, the ultrasound will tell you that. It'll probably tell you a lot more, but maybe the information can't get to you because you're going somewhere where they're just like, tissue, tissue, tissue. And then it's like, I started thinking, they were just crying, using the tissues to wipe their tears, I thought. That's when I thought, well, maybe they're forced to have these abortions. And then, yeah, I don't know. I don't have any information on any of that. I wanted to know because it's my country. I don't want the women to be forced to do something that they didn't want to do. So why would I want to make them do something that they don't want to do? Huh. I know I don't want anybody to mess with me. I'm glad. I mean, I'm more than glad. I'm glad that I'm alive. I mean, even though I did try to commit suicide several times and almost was successful, and I wasn't trying to play around. I mean, I must have been not serious, some say, because I would be dead by now. Because anybody that's serious about it, it'll happen or something. I don't know if that's true or not. I mean, maybe it's just something. I mean, once serious, always serious or something. I don't get it. It's like once a French beret, always a French beret. I think that we're getting sleepy and sleep. I'm fine and fine. Deep and deep. all of a sudden you realize the movie was never made. And what how about if the movie was made? The movie was made. The movie was made. It was really a good hit, and we all got saved or something. Saved from what? Saved from not having enough money, not the economy not being good for those that are in the movie or whatever. I mean, like, is it a part-time, full-time job? I mean, you get paid like a cameraman does, or like what do you call it? Video. He's a video man. I took a little bit too much off. Sorry. Not bad, not bad, Franco. So you got the dent inward there, and we have the little bit of dent upward there. But you can see it. It's like a little chin right there, a little dipper right there. But there's some hair there. Yeah, but it's straight. And this one, getting that red stuff. That's eczema and psoriasis. Eczema, psoriasis. Now, we don't want people to commit suicide. So the way I see it, people don't want people to die. And how do you replay it with the prayer in the air? Do you scream no, no everywhere? Are you willing to compromise? Are you willing to tell and spin those lies? Can you find people that went crazy after an abortion? Not that everybody does. I don't know. I think everybody. I don't know. It's a good question, though. Because it's a backlash on the first abortion type situation. The woman wish she never would have started the situation, far as I understand. You have to look it up yourself, but the Roe versus Wade thing, she's like, I wish I never done that. But don't worry about that, it's law now or something. And I don't know why that she doesn't anymore. I just know that she doesn't know where. Maybe she changed her opinion. But it's too late now. It's a permanent solution for a temporary problem. Kind of like suicide. Love. I said love is the drug that I'm thinking of. I think I wanna be a spaceman. If you really do, move over to Korea. And if you wanna be a superstar, then you live right where you are. And you keep 'em running and guessing. As soon as I get to you, and you'll know what to do. You fade in and fade out. It's a Saturday night and I ain't got nobody. I got some prayers because I just got paid. Most people don't want to hear about notes. Notes. The figgy wiggy hotty potty, hitty ditty yaddy yaddy, oba dibby hibby dabby. The note goes on. Hibby dibby hobby dobby, hobby dibby hibby dabby. Hibby dobby webby sibby. Homba dabby hooby dabby. Notes. Notes. What can I think of next? Wake up this morning and get the toast. Wake up this morning and buy a roast. What's the funniest thing you did when you were manic? What's the saddest thing you did when you panicked? What was the funniest thing you ever said? When was the latest you went to bed? What was the easiest song you sang? When did you play dumb? When did life go your way? And if it didn't, what did you pay? That's all, folks. Listen, listen, listen.